ever wish you could just like convince someone?
Mm.
Not in like a sneaky way,
Right.
but just really get them to see your point of view.
Yeah, persuasion, it's a skill,
It is.
for sure. Being able to influence someone,
Right.
whether it's their beliefs, their attitudes, or, even getting them to take some kind of action.
To do something.
Right. And it all hinges on communication,
Yeah.
but not just, any communication.
Yeah.
It has to resonate with the other person.
Okay, so how do you do that?
Well,
Especially when you're trying to persuade like a whole room full of people, but giving a presentation or something.
you have to start by putting yourself in your audience's shoes.
Okay.
What are their needs? What are their values?
So you're kind of speaking a different language depending on who you're talking to.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
imagine you're trying to pitch a new productivity app.
Okay.
If you're talking to a bunch of busy executives,
Uh-huh.
you're going to focus on how it's going to save them time, streamline their workload. But if your audience is a group of developers,
Oh, yeah.
they want to know about the technical innovation.
Yeah, the cool features.
Right. You got to know what makes them tick.
Mm-hmm.
Let's delve into some principles that can help you connect with your audience.
Okay.
One of the most effective is reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
Yeah, this principle suggests that people naturally feel obligated to return a favor.
Oh, like if you hold the door for someone and they say thank you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So imagine you're giving a presentation
Okay.
and you offer the audience a valuable freebie, like a template or a checklist.
Oh, that's smart.
They're much more likely to be receptive to your ideas because you've given them something valuable upfront.
Because you're like, look, I'm giving this to you for free, so you're more likely to listen to what I have to say.
Exactly.
Okay.
Another powerful principle is social proof.
Social proof.
Yeah, think about it. When we're unsure about something, we often look to see what others are doing.
It's like everyone else is doing it, so it must be good.
Right. So in a presentation, you can use this to your advantage.
Right.
By showcasing testimonials
Uh-huh.
or name-dropping big-name companies that use your product.
Oh, yeah.
That's social proof.
Okay, so we've got reciprocity, social proof.
Mm-hmm.
What else? What other tricks do you have up your sleeve?
Mm.
I'm ready to be a master persuader here.
Well, let's talk about authority.
Oh, heck.
Now, this isn't about bragging or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's about subtly demonstrating your expertise.
Okay.
For example, you might briefly mention your years of experience in a certain field
Uh-huh.
or highlight any qualifications that make you a credible source.
So you're just letting them know that you know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Got
You
it.
want them to trust you.
So those are some great principles.
Mm-hmm.
But how do we tailor our message for different types of audiences?
Right.
Because a room full of CEOs is very different from a room full of artists.
That's where understanding your audience really comes in.
Right.
For example, CEOs might be focused on return on investment and mitigating risk.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're presenting to artists, they'll probably be more interested in innovation aesthetics.
Yeah. So it really matters how you say it and who you're saying it to.
Absolutely. There are so many nuances,
Yeah.
but there are strategies you can use to figure out what will resonate with your audience.
Okay, tell me.
Well, one strategy is to ask questions beforehand.
Oh.
If possible, reach out to a few people in your audience
Uh-huh.
and try to understand what their challenges are,
Oh, that's more.
what they're hoping to get out of your presentation.
It's like doing research before you write an essay.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
Another powerful strategy is to think about segmenting your audience.
Okay.
Let's say you have people from different departments.
Okay.
You might want to structure your presentation to address the big picture concerns of the leaders,
All right.
but then you can also dive into more specific details for the technical folks.
So everyone feels like they're getting something out of it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. And never underestimate the power of storytelling.
Oh, stories.
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes a story can be more impactful
Right.
than just like straight up facts.
Absolutely.
You know what just popped into my head? I was at this conference
Mm.
and the speaker was explaining cloud computing.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so lost. And then he started telling this hilarious story about his grandma trying to understand the cloud.
Uh-huh.
And it was like a light bulb went off.
That's the magic of a well-placed story.
It is.
It makes complex ideas relatable and memorable.
Yeah, totally.
All about creating that bridge between the information and the audience.
Yeah, because I went from feeling completely lost to being totally engaged, all thanks to that one story.
Mm-hmm. It's about bringing information to life.
So we've covered a lot here.
We have.
We've talked about understanding your audience,
Yes.
using reciprocity and social proof,
Right.
tailoring your message.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to remember that persuasion, it's really about connection.
Absolutely. It's not about tricking people. It's
No.
about finding common ground
Yeah.
and presenting your ideas in a way that resonates with people. When you approach persuasion from that perspective, it can be a real force for good.
It's like you're building a bridge.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's about being genuine. Like you can have all the techniques in the world.
Right.
But if you're not genuine, people are going to be able to see right through that.
They can feel it.
Yeah.
Like anything else. You can learn the steps, but to truly excel at something,
Yeah.
you got to bring your own passion,
Right.
your own personality.
Okay, so for someone who's maybe a little bit nervous about giving a presentation, what's like one piece of advice you would give them?
Focus on the value you're bringing to the table.
Okay.
What problem are you solving for your audience?
Right.
What knowledge can you share that will make their lives better,
Yeah.
easier,
Mhm.
or even just more interesting when you're genuinely passionate about your message and you're focused on how it benefits others?
Yeah.
That authenticity shines through.
It's like shifting your focus from me trying to convince you to how can I help you?
Exactly.
Okay, let's recap the key takeaways for crafting a persuasive presentation.
Right.
First and foremost, know your audience.
Absolutely.
What are their needs?
Yeah.
What are their values?
What are their pain points?
And then don't forget those principles of influence we talked about.
Right. Offer something valuable up front.
Yeah, reciprocity.
Use social proof to boost your credibility
Mhm.
and subtly establish your authority.
Tailor your delivery to your audience. Use stories, analogies
All right.
to make your message memorable.
And don't forget a strong call to action.
Oh, right. What do you want people to do
Exactly.
after the presentation? Tell them.
Be clear.
Wow, we covered a lot.
We did.
I feel like I could give a TED Talk right now.
We did.
Maybe after a little bit more practice.
Right.
But I think it's cool that these techniques, we're talking about presentations,
Yeah.
but these could be applied to so many different areas of life.
Absolutely. Like negotiating a raise,
Oh, yeah.
persuading your friends to try a new restaurant, or even getting your kids to eat their vegetables.
This is superpower.
It is. It's the power to influence.
Yeah.
To inspire.
To make a difference.
To make a difference. Exactly.
Okay, before we get too carried away with our newfound persuasive powers,
Right.
any final thoughts for our listeners?
I would say persuasion is not about winning
Okay.
or being right.
Mhm.
It's about understanding people,
Yeah.
connecting with them,
Wow.
and presenting your ideas in a way that resonates and inspires action. When you approach it from that perspective, it can be a real force for positive change.
I love that. Persuasion is a force for positive change.
Yeah.
It really is about making a difference in the world. So to all our listeners out there,
Yeah.
I encourage you to take these techniques, experiment with them, see how they can transform your interactions, your presentations,
Absolutely.
and maybe even the world.
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to try new things and see what works for you.
And if you find any super brilliant persuasion tactics, let us know,
Yeah, share them.
because we're always learning too.
We're all on this journey together.
All right, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of persuasion.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed it
I hope so.
and that you learned a lot.
Me too.
Until next time.
Keep those persuasive powers flowing.
And remember, with great persuasion comes great responsibility.
That's right.
Use your new skills wisely. Go make a positive impact.
Absolutely.
See you next time.